7 Golden Rules for a Prosperous Society from Ancient Era. Rule number 1, frequent meetings. There are a few reasons why teams might hold frequent meetings. One reason is to ensure that everyone is on the same page and that information is shared quickly and efficiently. Another reason is to facilitate decision-making by bringing together the right people to discuss and debate the issues. Finally, frequent meetings can be helpful for problem-solving by bringing together the people who are most knowledgeable about the issue. Rule number 2, gathering in unity, discussing in unity, and dispersing in unity. This phrase is often used in religious or spiritual contexts, but it can also be applied to any group of people who are working towards a common goal. When people gather in unity, they are putting aside their differences and coming together as one. This can be a powerful force for change. When people discuss in unity, they are listening to each other with respect and open minds. They are not trying to win an argument, but rather to find common ground and to reach a mutually agreeable solution. When people disperse in unity, they leave the meeting with a shared understanding of the issues and a commitment to act. They are not going back to their separate corners, but rather they are going out into the world to work together to make a difference. The phrase gathering in unity, discussing in unity, and dispersing in unity is a reminder that we are all stronger when we work together. When we come together as one, we can achieve anything. Rule number 3, non-enforcement of unenforced laws and non-violation of imposed laws. Non-enforcement of unenforced laws refers to the situation where a law is on the books, but it is not actually enforced. This can happen for a variety of reasons, such as a lack of resources, a lack of political will, or a belief that the law is not necessary or effective. Non-violation of imposed laws refers to the situation where people do not violate a law, even though they could. This can happen for a variety of reasons, such as a belief in the law, a fear of punishment, or a sense of moral obligation. In the case of non-enforcement of unenforced laws, the law is not enforced, so there is no incentive for people to obey it. In the case of non-violation of imposed laws, people choose to obey the law even though they could violate it. There are several factors that can influence whether a law is enforced. These include the severity of the law, the resources available to law enforcement, and the public's attitude towards the law. Rule number 4, respect for elders. Respect for elders is a cultural value that is common in many societies around the world. It is based on the belief that older people have more experience and wisdom than younger people, and that they deserve to be treated with respect. There are many ways to show respect for elders. Some common ways include using respectful language. This means addressing elders as Mr., Mrs., or Ms. and using polite terms like please and thank you. Listening to elders. This means paying attention to what they have to say and not interrupting them. Asking for their advice. This shows that you value their opinion and that you are willing to learn from them. Helping them out. This could mean doing chores around the house, running errands, or simply spending time with them. Respect for elders is important for several reasons. First, it shows that we value the wisdom and experience that older people have. Second, it helps to create a sense of community and belonging. Third, it can help to strengthen the bonds between generations. In today's world, where there is often a lot of emphasis on youth and newness, it is more important than ever to remember the value of respect for elders. By showing respect for older people, we can help to create a more harmonious and equitable society. Here are some additional benefits of respecting elders. It can help you to learn from their experiences. Elders have lived through a lot and have seen a lot. They can teach you valuable lessons about life, love, and loss. It can help you to build strong relationships. When you show respect for elders, they are more likely to respect you in return. This can lead to lasting friendships and mentorships. It can help you to become a more compassionate person. When you see the world through the eyes of an elder, you gain a new appreciation for the challenges and joys of life. This can make you a more compassionate and understanding person. If you want to live a more fulfilling and meaningful life, I encourage you to start by showing respect for elders. It is a small act that can make a big difference. Rule number 5, protection of women and girls. The phrase "as long as no women or girls of their families are detained by force or abduction" is a condition that is often placed on the release of prisoners or detainees. This condition is intended to protect women and girls from being forced to marry, trafficked, or otherwise exploited. There are several reasons why this condition is important. First, women and girls are disproportionately affected by conflict and violence. They are often targeted for sexual violence, forced marriage, and other forms of exploitation. Second, women and girls are often seen as the property of their families or communities. This means that they may be detained or abducted against their will to be used as bargaining chips or to enforce family or community codes of honor. The condition "as long as no women or girls of their families are detained by force or abduction" is an important way to protect women and girls from these risks. It sends a clear message that women and girls are not to be treated as commodities, and that their safety and well-being is paramount. The condition "as long as no women or girls of their families are detained by force or abduction" is an important step in protecting women and girls from the risks of conflict and violence. It is a reminder that women and girls are not to be treated as commodities, and that their safety and well-being is paramount. Rule number 6, respecting sacred places in one's colony or outside. Respecting sacred places in one's colony or outside means treating them with reverence and care. This includes avoiding any actions that could be seen as disrespectful, such as littering, defacing, or vandalizing. It also means being mindful of the customs and traditions associated with the sacred place and following them respectfully. There are many reasons why it is important to respect sacred places. First, sacred places are often seen as being special or holy. They may be associated with religious beliefs, cultural traditions, or natural beauty. Second, sacred places can be important for people's sense of identity and community. They can provide a sense of peace and tranquility, and they can be a place for people to come together to worship, celebrate, or simply reflect. By respecting sacred places, we can show our appreciation for their importance and help to ensure that they are preserved for future generations. Rule number 7, providing security facilities for the religious leaders who come to their colony. The phrase "as long as the rightful protection, defense and support for the Arahants shall be provided by the countrymen so that religious leaders who have not come may enter the realm and those who have entered the realm may live in peace, so long may the countrymen be expected not to decline, but to prosper" is a traditional teaching that emphasizes the importance of protecting and supporting religious leaders. Traditional teachers believe that religious leaders play an important role in society, as they can help to promote peace, harmony, and prosperity. By providing protection and support for religious leaders, the traditional teachers taught that countries could ensure that their citizens live in a safe and prosperous environment. The phrase also highlights the importance of religious freedom. The traditional teachers believe that everyone has the right to practice their religion freely, and that countries should be welcoming to religious leaders from all over the world. In today's world, the phrase is still relevant. Religious leaders continue to play an important role in society, and countries that protect and support them are more likely to be prosperous and peaceful. Here are some specific examples of how countries can protect and support religious leaders. Providing them with security so that they can live and work without fear of harassment or violence. Allowing them to practice their religion freely without interference from the government or other groups. Providing them with access to resources such as education, healthcare, and housing. Promoting religious tolerance and understanding among the general population. By taking these steps, countries can ensure that religious leaders are able to make a positive contribution to society. Thanks for watching.